I've got the wide angle lens on this body as I'm walking down the street because I'm far more likely to see something interesting and be able to grab it with a wide lens than to faff around and zoom in with a long lens. Now here's something which is usually pretty interesting, isn't it? We all kind of go for shots of colourful fruit and veg and stuff on the market. I quite like this stuff. I just need to ask the man, make sure it's okay. Hello mate. Do you mind if I take a few shots of your fruit and veg and stuff? Is that all right? Who's the boss? Are you the boss?
Yeah.
Hello my dear.
Hi.
Do you mind if we take a few shots of your fruit and veg and stuff?
What is that for then?
We make little films teaching people how to use their cameras, that's all, and everybody wants to take nice pictures down the market.
Okay.
Is that all right?
We'll not get a few customers, don't block them out.
No, I won't get in your way with customers at all. We'll just do the veg. That's very kind, thank you. Nice lady. Well, first thing I like, isn't it weird? All market traders, all fruit and vegetables have signs like that. I don't know why, it doesn't matter where you are, in which country, anywhere in the world, in any city or any town, they always look like that. I don't know why. It must be some kind of, I don't know, deep psychological thing. Look at that. We have a pink grapefruit cut in half. Now I expect when it was first cut in half, it looked lovely. It was probably all bright and vibrant and gorgeous. It's not quite so good now, but nonetheless, I still think there's a shot to be had here with the pink grapefruit sign above it. Wide lens again. I'm going for the wide lens. I don't know why, I just am, because I want to try and get close to the grapefruit. Yeah, that's going to work. I want to get very close to the fruit. I want a real feeling that you're almost in the box with the fruit. I like this halved grapefruit because it kind of, I don't know, it just breaks it up a bit somehow. I like the market trader sign and I like the building in the background and the bit of canopy because this bit of sort of canopy really says market. Also right now, we've got clouds in the sky. If the sun was out and it was a bright sky, that would just burn into white. But at the moment, I think there'll be some detail in the sky too. So bright sunshine isn't always the best. Let's just get in close here. Oh, we've even got a street light going on over there. So let's get in close, focus on the cut fruit. Here we go, and just squeeze that. Yeah, I like that. Look at that. It's a real markety thing. I want to get a different angle on it. I'm going to zoom my lens only a bit. Look, is that working? That's better. So I'm focusing on the cut fruit. I've zoomed the lens very slightly. I've gone from 10 to about 13 millimeters. Focus on the cut fruit, and I'm tilting the camera slightly. And I've got the pink grapefruit 3 for £1 going on in the background. I quite like that. I think that's okay. That's cool. Now then. Sorry, I'm very tempted to say melons. Can't help myself, I'm such a kid. But let's have a look at your melons, dear. Now then, what does this look like? At the moment, I've got all of you good people in my shot. Look, there's Janie with the camera. Now let's see if we can see, Janie, can you go that way a bit? Thank you. I'll have a look along the stall. That's quite cool. Melons, £1. People walking up the street. There we go, it's a little bit of street photography going on there, look at that. Now as I took that last shot, and I had to do it very quickly, I focused on the melons. I've just got a bit of the sign there, but not as much as I would have liked. The reason I did it quickly was I like the two guys walking up the street. I wanted to put them in the opposite corner of the picture to the fruit. This is where you kind of got to have eyes everywhere and move quickly. This is why aperture priority semi-auto mode like that works so well, and why you don't want to have to be thinking about, is my shutter speed going to be fast enough, so use a faster ISO in the first place. So that kind of worked. I really like these clementine oranges, and we got a guy being served. That's really cool. So I'm talking quietly because I don't want him to overhear me. Look at that, look at that, large clementines. Cool, really nice, isn't it? Oh, nice. Can I take a picture of your carrots, my dear?
You may take a picture of carrots.
Thank you. Oh, I like that. I do like that, that's really nice. I'm going back to the wide angle lens. Look at that. I love that. Oh, look. How much more markety could you get than that? Let's have another little go at... Oh, I knocked a stool there. Look at that. Let's get real close. I'm going to get real close to the carrots. If I can just focus. It's difficult to focus. There we go, I've got to focus. Choice carrots. Look at that. How markety is that for a still life? It's cool, isn't it? And it's so easy. Notice how nice people are. This isn't like these little people who've met me loads of times. But if you come back each week to your market and talk to the traders and get people used to seeing you, they're going to be really, really cool about letting you take some pictures. Do you mind if I just go around the other side? That's very kind, thank you. Yeah.
But the label's up the wrong way.
But I'm being sneaky actually, because I just like looking across them from this angle like that, because it's a real markety sort of a shot. I like the colours too.
So that's filled up that end, but that one's empty.
Let's just turn it out that way. Look at that. They're nice. Yeah, I quite like that. You see, that's quite a nice wide angle, very much on the market shot. The preserves are really, really strong in the foreground, leading it up to the guy in the corner. So let's just analyse that composition, because I need to make sure I tell you things as well as just let you watch me do things. I set the shot up. 10mm lens, very, very wide. I'm still working at, I'm working at f4.5. I must have knocked it by accident. I was hoping I'd be more at f11 for greater depth of field, but with that lens it shouldn't be an issue. Very in close, so that the left hand corner of the picture has got jams and preserves, very, very strong. But I composed it by moving the camera slightly so that the guy who runs the stall is in the right hand corner. So we've got a bit of a dynamic going on through these jams and up to the guy. There's a strong diagonal kind of composition dynamic going on there. I'm still shooting in aperture priority. I'm letting the camera deal with the exposure. I'm keeping my ISO high. Now hopefully seeing what's been going on here has given you an insight into how easy it can be to do a bit of street photography. The big thing is you have to own it. It's a kind of thing in your head. It's a mental space. You have to be happy to just talk to people, ask them things, be upfront, be straight about it. If you start being sneaky and kind of going like that and then you think, oh my God, they're watching, then they're going to think, what's that bloke up to? So there we go. We're going to come back again and we're going to look at photographing with the traders rather more than photographing their products. Get out there with your camera, have a play with this, go and take some still lifes on some markets and post them to our Facebook page. We'd love to see them.